y'all? Oscar here with a new video, and this is gonna be discussing the Washington Commanders naming Carson Wentz as their starter from here on out. My reaction, if it's a good idea, bad idea, spoiler alert, it's a bad idea. But I would like to remind you all that if you're finding me for the first time, you're new to my channel, you make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure to hit that sub button. Make sure you hit the like button. Content, but don't hit that subscribe or like. So greatly appreciate it if you guys do that, so that way I can grow on the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube is getting more complicated. So hit that subscribe and that like. Also comment if you'd like to know your thoughts on this Carson, Ron Rivera naming Carson Wentz the starter from here on out. Comment so that way, like I said, the YouTube algorithm knows I'm here, that I exist on YouTube, so that way I can grow on YouTube. So without further ado, let's talk about this. So how did we get here? I'll tell you how we got here. Taylor Heineke, like I said, fell apart. And I wonder who told all of y'all that the Commanders were going to fall apart down the latter stretch of the season. Oh, wait! I did. I told y'all that the Commanders are beating teams that they're supposed to beat, and they're losing to teams that they're supposed to lose to. The Commanders aren't good. And it's evident from the top. Ron Rivera going for Carson Wentz instead of a top-notch guy, failing to get Russell Wilson, even though Russell Wilson isn't looking good right now, and I guarantee you he probably won't look good in our offense, and probably like, well, that's stupid. Deshaun Watson, even though I don't think Deshaun Watson would, come here, but whatever. Aaron Rodgers, same thing. It's all at the top. Ron Rivera, and we cannot blame Carson Wentz or Taylor Heineke. It goes from the top. This is all on Ron. All on Ron for hiring an idiot as an offensive coordinator in Scott Turner, who can't play call out of a paper bag, out of the team out of a paper bag. So this isn't all on Carson. It's not all on Taylor. The horrible decision making by Ron Rivera the last three games actually, is indicative of this decision. Now, you can say Carson Wentz is the reason why the Coalts didn't go to the playoffs. Yep, that's true. That is true. Carson Wentz is not that good either. But lesser of two evils. And I know what y'all gonna say. Taylor Heineke's better than Carson Wentz. I agree. He kept the Commanders in a lot of one-score games, with the exception of this past weekend against the 49ers. But I knew that they were going to get their doors blown off by the 49ers. But aside from that, Taylor Heineke's actually kept them in one-score games, is mobile, can evade the rush. Is his accuracy not good? Is his arm strength not good? Yeah, I'll give Carson Wentz that. But still, Carson Wentz, let's look at the stats. 1-4 to start the season. And let's not forget 2-4 actually, because I guess we got to give him that Bears win, I guess. But even though the Commanders beat the Bears, they barely beat the Bears. Through the late game interception in the Titans game. So I don't know why Ron Rivera would make this move. I personally, like I said, don't really care. It's the lesser of two evils, I guess, in Ron Rivera's eyes, because I guess Taylor Heineke isn't good enough to get that playoff push. But my question is this: if/when the Commanders lose to the Browns, I wonder who he's gonna blame when he should be looking against the mirror. When the media is gonna go after him and say, "Why did we lose? Why did Carson do this? Why did Carson do that?" He's gonna say, "Well, what we wanted to do, blah blah blah." No. When and if you lose on Sunday, It is because you're a bad coach. You like to play the media. You like to play quarterback musical chairs. Because let's be honest, since you got here, first Dwayne Haskins was a starter. Okay, you want to give the kid the benefit of the doubt. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. Okay, that didn't work out. Go to Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen is meh. Gets hurt anyway. Alex Smith leads a magical the comeback player of the year in 2020. Doesn't play well down the stretch. And gets benched for Taylor Heineke in that Buccaneers game, which he impressed, and that's how he made himself a name with Ron Rivera. Last year, gets a guy in Ryan Fitzpatrick, a 39-year-old guy, instead of going for one of the top names, Matthew Stafford, guys like that, and you get, oh my God, you get Ryan Fitzpatrick, he gets hurt. Taylor Heineke goes the rest of the way out and finishes the season 7-9. Woohoo. Yay. And that's where we're at right now. We're 7-1. Taylor Heineke, yes, led the Commanders at 1 point, 5-1-1. And analysts saying it too. Why in the world is, if you got analysts who aren't even Commanders, who their sole purpose, because Commanders, the Washington organization is public enemy number one. If you got analysts saying that they like Taylor Heineke over Carson Wentz is trash, that's an indictment, yo. Like, that's just bad. I know I'm ranting. This is what it is. I wonder what Commanders fans are going to tell me on Facebook and on YouTube. When I upload this video, y'all leave me alone, because I've been telling the Commanders don't win the playoffs. If you want to talk playoffs, let's talk about playoffs real fast. The Commanders need to win out. They actually can clinch a playoff spot this week with a win. A Giants loss, a Lions loss, a Packers loss, and a Seahawks loss. 2 out of the 4 things are doable. Actually, you know what? 2 out of the 5 are doable. Because I don't trust Carson Wentz anymore. I just don't. Get ready for some bad football, y'all. And I'm preparing myself for the worst. I'm preparing for myself to yell on Sunday. Because the Browns are not that good. Deshaun Watson is knocking off some rust. The Browns are beatable. But unless you're a Carson Wentz-led Commanders squad, it's not going to happen, because Carson Wentz is going to throw interceptions. He's going to be predictable. He's going to dink and dunk. He's going to get sacked. Myles Garrett, get ready for Myles Garrett to have a field day. Get ready for that to happen. Watch. I said it. At least Taylor Heineke knows how to avoid Myles Garrett for a while. But because Carson Wentz likes to hold onto the ball too much, Myles Garrett is going to have at least 5 sacks. The Commanders are going to be down 17-0 by midway second quarter, and everyone's going to be depressed at FedEx Field. And I'm going to be upset because I called this. So, we'll see. Commanders aren't winning the playoffs, y'all. They're not. Next week, when I'm on Jason's channel for Dallas week, I'm gonna need a lot of help. So, but I guess that's it. That's all. I don't know, man. Like, I'm at the thought that right now, I honestly, again, I don't care who's the starting quarterback. I just know that the Commanders aren't going to the playoffs. And if they do make it to the playoffs, they're going to get the doors blown off of them. Because playoffs are, it's not the regular season where you say, oh, we can do this, and this to get better in the next game. You're one and done. I honestly don't want the Commanders to make the playoffs. I don't care. I've given up on Ron Rivera this season. So, it is what it is. But, like I said, that's it. That's all. I'm done talking. If you like what you heard, you like what you saw, hit that sub button. Hit that like button. I know that I'm right now. I'm being very objective, nothing positive, but that's who I am. That's what I've been on YouTube. Not delusional. I call it when I see it. I get chewed out for it. Whatever. I don't care. Y'all can come after me. But yep. All right, guys. Keep it real. See you guys next time. Peace.